Hi, I'm John Ray, founder of Haven Home Health and Hospice, and I'd like to tell you a little about our origin story or how we were founded. My career started out, I was an aide. I knew I wanted to be in healthcare, just started in college, and so I just started, working for minimum wage, going to see older adults in their home, and I found that I loved it. I loved geriatrics. I loved engaging with older adults. So I decided as I went through school, I wanted to be a physical therapist. So I got through physical therapy school, started to be a therapist, and I loved it. I loved every bit of it because I probably learned more from my patients than they learned from me, and I got an opportunity to do my job and what I'm passionate at doing, but I got to spend some time with some really neat people. And so that was really the foundation of how much I loved what I did, was that I got to be around the geriatric population most of my career, and so I loved that. But one of the things that I noticed as I started working for some of these other companies, these were big corporations, these were big companies, I noticed that they didn't really care whether I provided good care or not. They just wanted me to hit my numbers. They wanted me to be productive. As I started moving up in my career, I started taking on more management roles and I started working up the ladder, and I got to see behind the curtain from the people who are actually in the leadership positions in some of these big corporations, how they really thought. And most of them thought about self-preservation. They were in positions where they needed to hit certain numbers in order to keep their job. And so they needed to push certain practices in that organization in order to make profits, and those profits interpret into bonuses for them, and they got to keep their job, which is great from a business standpoint. But the decisions that they made did not coincide with taking care of people. And that's what really fundamentally hit me at my core, is that after a while of working for that big corporation, I didn't really like myself very much. I didn't like what I was doing. I didn't want to do that. I knew it wasn't my purpose. I decided with my wife to start Haven. We founded it in 2011 because we had a dream. We wanted to build a healthcare organization that actually cared about people and put that first above everything else. The profits, the money, all of that would come, but the greed is what's the problem with healthcare today. Greed is what's undercutting everything. Pharmaceuticals, the food industry, the healthcare industry. It's why it's so dysfunctional, because of greed. But if you say, hey, we'll just make enough money to feel comfortable, and then the rest can go towards focusing on the quality of the service that we provide, that's the sweet spot. That's our purpose in life. It's what fills my cup, it fills my wife's cup, and it fills every person that works at Haven. They're all the same. They have purpose. They want to help people, and we surround ourselves with those people, and we give them a company that they can work for, that they can feel good about. And that's why we exist. We want to make sure that a company still exists in healthcare that people can go to and trust that they're going to get the best care. We want to be the go-to agency for anyone who needs help at home.